What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about the L8-L9, a prototype battle droid used during the Clone Wars. It was manufactured by TaggeCo, the people that also made the ZX3 experimental droid trooper and the Flare S swoop bike, and was one of the many other companies that were a part of the Techno Union. But CEO Orman Tagge dropped out of the Union before the Separatist crisis, as he could tell that military action was imminent ever since the Trade Federation invaded Naboo. Seeing the droid army that was fielded, he created a secret division within TaggeCo that worked on developing a cost-effective and yet deadly droid that could be used to make up the Grand Army of the Republic. Of course, he didn't know that a clone army was already secretly being produced on Kamino, and many galactic historians have noted that if it wasn't for the clones, the battle between the Republic and the Separatists very likely would have been a droid-on-droid affair, with L8-L9s and B1 Battledroids making up the bulk of the ground troops. When the Clone Wars officially broke out in 22 BBY with the Battle of Geonosis, TaggeCo frantically pushed this droid to production and tried to pitch it to the Republic as infantry units that could work in places that were too dangerous for the clone trooper. Technically, even developing a prototype for this droid was illegal under guidelines set up by the Republic, and it violated even more restrictions that were placed after the invasion of Naboo. But Orman Tagge felt that he was close to Chancellor Palpatine, and hoped that once he saw the stats and performance of this droid in actual combat, his old pal Sheev would have no choice but to place a huge order for the L8-L9. At 1.9 meters, or almost 6 foot 3 inches, it was just a little bit taller than a clone trooper, and it was way cheaper than a clone trooper who had to be grown, fed, housed, and trained over a whole decade. While the L8-L9 was also packed full of deadly features, like integrated plasma cannons and flamethrowers, as well as the spinning blades on its hand, that could slice through thick plates of durasteel, allowing it to rip through any Separatist vehicles or starships. But it was also equipped with advanced servo motors and equilibrium centers, making it way more agile and maneuverable than your B1 Battledroid, and when you combine that with the enhanced sensor globe located on its head, you get a droid that is something more like a mix of a B2 and a BX series droid commando. And if all that wasn't enough, it also contained a shielding of its internal systems that protected it from electromagnetic bursts or extreme ranges of either hot or cold temperatures. Tagge knew that if he could just demonstrate the awesomeness of this droid early on in the war, then he could probably secure a very lucrative contract that would last for several years. In this effort, he sent his new prototype droid to the infamous gladiatorial ring on Ratatak. The only problem with this idea was that the Dark Jedi Asajj Ventress happened to be in the ring too. The droid's excellent computational power allowed him to recognize that Asajj was the greatest threat, and although his spread of fire and plasma took out many of the other fighters, Ventress kept eluding him and was eventually able to destroy L8-L9 by using the Force to smash him against the ceiling. On that day, Orman Tagge not only lost his favorite droid, but also his last chance on any Republic contracts. And to make it even worse, he also lost the 100,000 credit bet that he placed on L8-L9. But TaggeCo's work in war droids was not over. With the rise of the Galactic Empire and the promotion of one of Tagge's close friends, General Rom Mok, he was able to pitch a new droid to the Empire, the ZX3 Experimental Droid Trooper, which was at first rejected, but still helped to defend smaller Imperial garrisons. But the real legacy of these two droids would be how they helped the Empire to adopt the Dark Trooper project, whose very first iterations took clone trooper veterans and put them into these large mechanized suits, making them elite cyborg units for the Empire. Though things might not have turned out how Orman Tagge had envisioned them, he must have got some dark, twisted satisfaction from the fact that though the Republic rejected his droids, the Empire was now putting the clone troopers that ruined his dreams into droid bodies that were produced by his company. So that's it for the L8-L9. But most important of all, remember, never bet against Asajj Ventress, and the Force will be with you, always.